Hey, this is Sam Black. I'm on the play with Notion Thief in Standard. This hand doesn't really have anything going on early. I have lands. I think I'm going to mulligan this. I want to start with a creature. This is a much better hand. And I do want to draw that. Play the Painseer, of course. And I'm just going to attack and play Master the Feast here. Alright, I get to untap with my guys. It's a good start. I think I should just play my spells, since at this point I'm kind of trying to just tempo my opponent out. That's actually pretty bad, since my opponent's about to have blockers. So here it looks like my opponent might be planning to abrupt decay my Master of the Feast, which means that I need to be careful to stack Master of the Feast's ability before Painseer's, so that Painseer can potentially resolve and draw me into an Notion Thief. Which would allow me to get the card from this trigger instead of my opponent. But that didn't happen, so my opponent gets a card. One too late. Oh, this is perfect. I would love a card whenever you play an enchantment. Thank you. Now, of course, I don't want to trade my ground creatures for Eidolon of Blossoms, because Eidolon of Blossoms is actively helping me. So I will just attack in the air. And of course, I'm keeping Dictate, as it's a double Personal Howling Mine. And I get to draw my Dictate now. Flash the Dictate down. And now I have enough mana that I can bestow the Hypnotic Siren. But I don't really care about the creatures that my opponent has, so I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I'm just going to pass with this other Notion Thief in my hand, in case my opponent finds an answer to my Notion Thief. And I get rewarded. Excellent. My opponent attacking means that I can tap both blockers with hidden strings. Or I could just overload Cyclonic Rift. Right, let's start with the Judge's Familiar to minimize interaction from my opponent, which was already pretty much non-existent because this Judge's Familiar, but actually don't think there's any reason to Cyclonic Rift here, so I'm just going to tap these. And I'm going to cipher onto Notion Thief because it can't be Abrupt Decayed. Maybe? No, I think it's better to just get it on my evasive creature. I currently have 5 mana untapped, so I'm just going to untap 2 more lands to go up to 7 so that I can Cyclonic Rift, which there's a good chance I'll want to do at the end of my opponent's turn. And I obviously don't care about this attack. I get another card. Cyclonic Rift. And I don't quite have lethal, so let's see. I think the best thing that I can do is cast my stuff. My opponent conceded to discarding their hand and taking almost lethal. That was fun. So, for sideboarding, this is the kind of deck where I expect Ashiok to be very good, and Doomblade, and the rest of this stuff is nothing special. I could bring in some removal if I want. As for cards to cut, that's harder. I think I just have to default to cutting hidden strings, sadly. It kind of doesn't work if I take out other things. That makes Painseer less important. I think I'm just going to cut a Springleaf Drum, though. Let's try it like this. Alright, it's going to let me try out Ashiok. That's good. Okay, can't counter that, so I lose my something. Alright, I guess Ashiok is presumably good here. At least my opponent believes it might be. I think I'm going to play Painseer. Obviously, I'd like to get the Glyphon Raptor going, but I should attack first, I suppose, in case my opponent would like to Dark Betrayal my Painseer and into my countering it, so that I get the damage first. Obviously, that's not a line that would actually happen, but it's just the better play. Now, the hope and expectation is that Doomblade allows Painseer to attack. Although Painseer could just get killed. Yeah, so pretty sure I should just Doomblade. Play the Raptor, attack. That's not bad. I'm gonna play the Painseer, hold off on the Master, and I think actually we'll just Rift this now. That gives me a guaranteed Painseer hit immediately, instead of maybe getting Painseer hits later. Getting the card sooner means that I can maybe draw a card that allows me to get more Painseer hits. that's killing my Judge's Familiar only. Make him spend mana on that. If he wants my other guys to get smaller, just in case he has another one, then he can't do both of them. Alright, I don't know why you paid for that. I guess he just couldn't cast anything else. And I'll play the Master to evolve my Raptor. And I guess that's game.